Hey, Divas. It is Coach Twy here with Fit, Fine, and Fabulous, and I'm super uber excited about today. It's Wednesday. It's Woman Crusher Wednesday. It's Water Waster Wednesday. So hopefully we have some ladies who are live in the group who are able to just do like a little surprise pop in. We're doing a surprise pop in this holiday so that we can chit chat a little bit about one of my favorite divas who've done such a great job with her body, with her experience, with Fit, Fine, and Fabulous. I could not help but take the time to share her with you. And hopefully you're interested in hearing all about her story as well. So if you are there live, please do me an honor, do me the favor and say hi and say hello, because I am bringing to you one of my favorite divas, and she's had a great transformation that I'm sure that's going to inspire you this holiday season. So if you're looking and trying to figure out what should I be doing in 2024, how can I lose my weight, how can I start my journey, jump right into this live. This is the live for you so that you can be inspired to start your journey in 2024, which is just next week. It's next month. It's next week. All of the things, right? So, sis, if you are listening, if you are watching, say hi, say hello in the chat, tag a partner, tag a friend, let them know that we are here so that we are able to share a little bit about our stories. Now, Fit, Fine, and Fabulous, for those of you who do not know, I am the owner and founder of Fit, Fine, and Fabulous. It's an online health and wellness company for Black and brown women who are just looking to take control of their health and also maybe to get off pills, lose weight, and feel better about the woman that they see in the mirror. That is our mission, is to end the trend of obesity in our communities. And if you care about obesity, if you care about our communities, if you care about your health, this is the place that you need to be. So if you are not inside of our group, make sure you head on over to Fit, Fine, Fabulous, the Facebook group. You can also head over to fitfinefabulous.com, our website as well. So without further ado, I am going to go ahead and add my girl to the live because I'm just so excited to get her in and sharing a little bit about herself and a little bit about her journey. I want her to share with you, and I want to be inspired as well because I have not heard her entire story. So I'm just really, really geeked about this conversation, and I wanted to bring you in on it as well. So here we go. This is my girl, the Diva Phyllis Jackson. Hey, Miss Diva Phyllis Jackson, how are you?
Hi, I'm great. How are you? How's everybody?
I am good. It is so good that you are here. And first and foremost, I want to say thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to share about your own transformation with the women of Fit, Fine, and Fabulous. Because the goal is to inspire somebody who is listening, somebody who is watching, to start their own journey, to see that it's not that hard, not as hard as you make it in your head, right? It's not that complicated, especially when you find the right program and the right recipes and the right inspiration and the right sisterhood. And that is us. So Phyllis, I have to ask you, okay, first off, again, I'm just excited. As you can see, I want to say thank you for your time tonight. I want to start there.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And then I want to ask you, how did you even hear about Fit, Fine, and Fabulous? How did you even hear about our brand? Because wait, hold on. I need to say this. For those of you, I know you're like, now wait a minute. I'm about to answer the question. Keep interrupting me. I want to say this. I need to say this. Phyllis, the first question, first and foremost, should be, how many pounds and inches have you lost with Fit, Fine, and Fabulous? Let's start there.
Last count it was 37 pounds and 33 and a half inches.
Wow.
I
33
started,
and a half. That's
yeah, I
crazy.
started at 190 and I'm at 153 or 2, something like that. I
That is
stopped counting now because I'm happy.
listen, she's like, I don't even care what the scale say no more because I'm just really happy with what I see in the mirror. But 33 some odd inches is stupid. Like, that is crazy loss. That's so awesome. And what's really good about your loss in terms of inches and in terms of pounds is because you've shared with us that you have multiple sclerosis and that you have grave disease. So how hard has it been for you to lose weight with multiple sclerosis and with Graves' disease before joining Fit, Fine, and Fabulous? Like, how long has it been? Or how hard has it been?
It wasn't hard. I'm professionally, I'm a medical technologist, a chemist. So logic stuff that's logical makes sense to me, and your program is logical. And the lessons that are taught, they make sense. So it's like, well, yeah, that I never thought of it that way, but that makes sense. So it was like a no brainer for me to do the things that you have had us doing. It's like, yeah, I should have thought of that already, but yeah,
Yeah,
with
it's
with your
really
guidance, it made it easy. Because I was like a professional dieter, but of course, once you stop dieting, then you gain the weight back. Well, with this, you're not dieting; you just learn how to eat. So now that you know how to eat, you eat whatever you want and eat when you're supposed to eat, and you drink your water and you get your rest, and everything just works.
yeah, your
Very
body
simple.
just kind of follows. It ends up following you, right? Your body actually wants to release the weight. It doesn't want to hold on to the weight. Just like you don't want to be fat, your body doesn't want to be fat.
Right.
Your body wants to be at its own optimal weight as well. So it's almost like our bodies are like waiting on us to do the right thing. So as soon as you learn the right thing and do the right thing and then do it consistently, your
Mhm.
body responds to you, and that is such a beautiful thing. And I love what you said, Phyllis. You basically said that in the past you've been a professional dieter, and
Yeah.
now this isn't a diet. You've
Right.
literally learned how to eat. And I love that you said that, because that's one of our missions in Fit, Fine, and Fabulous, is to help women, empower women with education around how to put together healthy meals for themselves, and then how to
Right.
put together healthy meals for their families. So for you to say that being a part of this program has helped you to be able to maybe, how about when you are on the road, make better choices, or
Yeah.
how about when you're at work, make better choices, or
Mhm.
how about when you're in the grocery store and you don't have a meal plan, you already know, okay, I can get a protein, a healthy carb, and a healthy fat, whichever my favorites are. And then you know how much of that to put together, simply because we've been talking about that over and
Right.
over and over, week after week after week. So it truly is a empowerment group, right? To
Right.
empower you around your health. So I'm just so happy that that resonated for you. So help me to understand, like, why do you think it resonated so much when maybe other situations did not? Like, why did this program work for you? And maybe what are some of the other things you tried that did not?
Well, like I said, I was a professional dieter, and the diet, whatever I was trying, it would work. I would lose the weight. It's just that once you stop doing whatever it is you're doing, you gain the weight back. And it wouldn't come back right away, it would come back slowly. And then it's like once I found, when I started having the thyroid problems, the medication that I was taking was caused me to gain weight. So I started intermittent fasting. That kept me from gaining any more weight, but I couldn't lose any weight. And then once I got off the medication, instead of the intermittent fasting making me lose weight, I started to gain weight. That's when I was started searching for stuff, and that's when I found you, and I was like, okay, we're gonna try this, and it just made sense. And then as I started learning and going with you guys, and I started to lose weight, I'm like, yeah, this is the right way. It's
That's
here
awesome.
because it was the play, because it's almost like I knew that what you were telling me I should be doing, that's what I should be doing. I just needed some more guidance to make sure I was doing it, because I've always been like a serving size, portion size eater. My mom fed us that way, and I've just that way is this. But you needed to know the right things to eat and when to eat them, and then you have to learn your body. Because I figured out some things that I eat that I'll put on weight, where other things that I don't, that help me lose weight. So I was like, that's how my body doesn't like that as much as this. So you learn that too. It's like a trial and error kind of thing, in which you get to learn yourself and your body, and how things are, how your body is reacting to the food that you're eating. And once you know that, you know what you can eat and what you can't eat, and then all the rest just sort of falls into place.
Absolutely. Oh, you said so much in that nugget there. It's very true that knowing your body is so important. So many people are like, well, how long does it take to lose XYZ pounds? And how long does it
It
take for
depends.
my body to respond? It's almost like, girl, I don't know.
It
But
depends. Yeah.
but I am willing to walk that journey with you if you are. See,
Yeah.
in Fit Finding Fabulous, we're not just about giving you a meal plan and giving you a workout. We are about empowering you and giving you
Right.
the information that you need to learn your body, right?
Right.
Like Phyllis is saying.
Yeah.
So it's important for you to have a mindset shift around weight loss, especially when it comes into 2024 and all of us are going to be trying to, lose those extra pounds. The mindset shift that needs to happen is I am the best project. I am also the best scientist because I'm figuring me out. I am
Right.
the lab. I am the lab rat. I am the scientist. I am all the things. So, for example, like Phyllis was saying, there are some things that are super healthy, but are not all that good for you, right? For
Yeah.
you, for a particular person. For example, I'll give you guys an example. Cashews, love them to
Yeah.
death. Love
Yeah.
cashews, but cashews don't love my head because they give me headaches,
Oh,
right? Then the only reason I know that is because I was able to, because I was using it as like a healthy fat and I was consistently eating it. And I was like, wait a minute. Every time I just made that connection because I'm food journaling, because I'm writing down how I'm feeling. And a lot of us don't like to take the time to plan our meals or to even jot down how this meal made me feel, or it's like, oh, it's we're doing too much, you're doing too much. Actually, it's not. It's never enough when we're talking about taking care of your health. It's never enough when we're talking about lowering your high blood pressure or getting off of your diabetes medication or your high blood or your high cholesterol medication. It's never enough. So if the only thing we're asking you to do is, girl, eat these meals and tell us how they make you feel, you are going to be empowered by understanding your own body, because maybe it's something that's actually healthy that's causing you to be bloated. Maybe
yeah.
it's something that's actually healthy that's causing you to crave other things. So there are things that are healthy, like I cannot do the smart popcorn. Phyllis, like everybody like to eat smart popcorn as a great snack. Nicole
Right.
can't do that. Twy can't do that. I just can't, because I will eat the whole bag. That's
Pop.
how I feel. The connection I feel with the popcorn. So I don't. I
Do
don't.
they have mini bags? You can't do the mini bag?
I'll get another one
You get another. Oh, okay.
because I love them so much. You know how you have that thing that you crave. Yeah, we all have that, right? That thing that we
Yeah.
crave so much that you just can't have around you because you just can't get it under control. For me, that's the popcorn. Now,
Popcorn.
either
Oh,
I'll have it around me and I just don't have any, or nothing. Like that's just how it is. That's just how it is for me. But I'm so happy to hear that you were able to understand and learn some things about your own body through this
yeah.
program. So if you wouldn't mind, like maybe sharing one or two things that you learned about yourself through being a part of our sisterhood.
Um. Oh, the thing about the sleep, and then when your body digests your food when you're sleeping. If you don't get enough sleep, you're not going to digest your food properly, and you can't possibly lose weight if your food isn't digesting properly. Like, oh, light bulb. Okay. So, and I was guilty of not always getting enough sleep, and there was no real reason for it. It was just I wasn't. So that was like I had to make an effort to do that. And with the bamboo products, I love the sleep spray, and I got the mask, and it's like it's a whole nother world.
Ah, that's so awesome.
Makes
So
you go to sleep when you're early sooner, and you sleep longer, you sleep better, and that also I'm sure helped with making my weight loss easier because I was getting more sleep.
absolutely, the
And
more sleep you
that's one of those things you never really think of how that important that really is. You don't make that connection.
yeah,
So that was a
yeah.
big connection
No,
that
I'm with you. I'm
I'm
with
not
you.
aware of.
Just understanding how your body works, the basics of
Yeah.
it, right? Like many people don't know that fat loss happens when you're sleeping. Muscle repair happens when you're sleeping. Toxins are released when you're sleeping. So if you're not maximizing your sleep, then you're not maximizing your weight loss. So you could be losing, but you could be losing more if you would
Right.
be getting your sleep on, girl. So we love that challenge. Get more sleep, girl. And right now we're doing the drink more water, girl, which is should be very enlightening for all the ladies who are a part of the program. So do me a favor, share with me what is your favorite part of being a part of Fit Fine and Fabulous. Like, what is your favorite part of it? Like, is it the sisterhood? Is it the
The
men? Like,
sisterhood is really great. Rolanda and I still haven't, we haven't actually gotten a chance to see each other. We were supposed to see each other when when there was homecoming in at Tennessee State in Nashville, and my husband got sick then, so I wasn't able to. But I still plan to make sure that the next time I'm in Nashville, I'm gonna make sure that I let her know because I want to meet her and in person. And we still talk, off the program and stuff, and still encourage each other, and that was really great. And okay, I just lost my thought. Wait a minute, where was I going with this? I had a point and I
you
lost it.
you were telling us your favorite part of the program, and you brought up
Oh
rely.
yeah. The
Yeah,
meal prep. The meal prep. That, remember, I've said this comment and I want to explain that it's like the truth. If you meal prep your meals and make sure you have something to eat at all times. I went to my dad's for Christmas. I had a cooler full of my meals, and I put them in his freezer, and he and I both had something to eat, and it was all healthy meals with everything that I was supposed to eat. And then we ate. I cooked for. I did do the Thanksgiving. I mean the Christmas dinner with this that, but we still had all the other healthy meals that were ready. And then all those that I didn't use, I brought them back and I put them back in the freezer. So now I still have stuff to pull out. I had breakfast stuff, I had lunch stuff, and I had dinner stuff. I was like,
wow.
oh, this is the way to go, because whenever you really need to eat, you don't worry about eating what you're gonna eat. I got something in the freezer to pull out, heat up, eat up. It's great. Yeah,
That is so awesome. So,
it's the truth. The meal prep is the truth.
it is the absolute truth. And no one wants to believe that you need to take the time to prep meals. And a lot of people think prepping meals is boring and it's the same food over and over again. And it's like, I don't know where y'all are prepping food at, but that's not how we do it if it's Fine and Fabulous. Now, I'm not knocking it because some people actually enjoy repetitive meals,
Right.
but
A
it's
lot of
not.
mine are the same because I have some favorites. So, but yeah,
Yeah, but
but I
that's
think you can
not a
switch them up if they're
requirement.
frozen.
Yeah, but it's just not a requirement. You don't
Right.
have to eat the same meals over and over again. You can end up doing, whatever meals you like. And I love that you freeze them because then you're making your own kitchen your drive-through. You're just gonna
Right.
drive
Yeah.
through the kitchen and be like,
Yeah.
that's way faster than sitting in line at the, wherever,
Yeah.
McDonald's or whatever. You can
Yeah.
pull out your own meals in your freezer and put them in the microwave and thaw them out and eat faster than you
Yeah.
could drive into
Right.
McDonald's and getting
Definitely.
the fast food and getting all that junk in your system. So
And I got
that's
to doing the freezer thing more because our refrigerator conked out, and I had to put stuff in the
remember.
deep freezer.
I remember.
So yeah, so it's like so it's like, this kind of works actually better anyway. So let's put more stuff in the freezer. So now that we have a new refrigerator with the freezer in the house, it's a lot simpler, and I don't have to try to stuff
Yeah.
everything that's in my deep freeze because it got really full, overpacked, because I was trying to save stuff from out of the where the refrigerator and stuff was had conked out on us. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember you said your fridge. Hey, you know what? You're just in general a really resilient person. I think you just have a personality that, whatever comes your way, if you have a solution, if there's a will, there's a way, like you're just gonna figure it out and you're gonna do it. And I have loved watching you on your journey with losing weight. And what's really funny is I didn't even know you had Graves' disease. I didn't even know you had multiple sclerosis until someone else mentioned it, and you were like, "Oh yeah, I have that too." Like you don't even make that like something. You don't make it a thing. Like it's like
Well,
it's
as far
something
as
you.
I know, I guess you would classify me as maybe being in remission because I
Okay.
take medication daily for it, but I rarely have symptoms. And when I ended up finding out I had Graves' disease, I thought it was the multiple sclerosis because it was something similar symptoms that I was having, and it was actually something different, and it ended up being Graves' disease though with the hyperthyroidism. And then now I took the medication. I had the radioactive treatment for that and got that under control. So now I'm not on any medication for that, and my thyroid is acting properly, and I don't have any symptoms of the multiple sclerosis. But I take my medicine daily, so I take
Daily.
every twice a day. And the last time I had an MRI, nothing had changed, so there weren't any new lesions or anything in my brain and stuff. So I don't, for the most part, have any symptoms anymore. So I'm really blessed with that because my roommate from college had it and she passed with it
Oh yeah.
at 57. So
Mm, yeah.
she had it and we didn't know she had it when we were like in college. She had symptoms And when once we found out that that's what she had, it's like we used to talk about your symptoms together, and you had textbook symptoms, but when you're that close to it, you don't realize it. But
Yeah.
because of her having it, when I started to experience that, I was able to catch mine faster. And I think that's the reason why I'm so lucky with mine, that my symptoms are so
Oh,
mild,
wow.
nothing progresses much, because
You
she
caught it.
basically saved my life, because
Yeah.
what me
Wow.
knowing what she had, and I was experiencing the same thing. And I went to the doctors like, I want to be tested for. There's not a test for, so they test you for everything that's similar, and they kind of rule it out, and with the MRI and stuff, and then they said, yeah, this is what you have. So
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a story. So your college roommate had it and kind of almost prepared you for having it, and you, because you knew the symptoms, you were able to go in much sooner than a person who does not know any of the symptoms and
right,
get it under
right,
control fast.
right,
That is an amazing story. Thank you
right,
for sharing that. Thank you for
yeah.
sharing that. Now I also have to ask, well, this is kind of similar to that. So do you have hyper or hypo? Is Graves hyper or
Graves is hyperthyroidism. My
hyper?
thyroid was elevated. Because see, when I found out I had it, initially I lost a lot of weight with that, and then once
Yeah.
they started getting it under control, it came back.
Yeah, bad. Oh, yeah, it just has you all over the place. So
Yeah,
I'm so
and then
happy
the medicine is like, okay, this medicine will cause you to gain weight. I'm like, seriously? You're
I
giving
don't
me
want.
And then once I finally got off the medicine, it's like, okay, now I'm intermittent fasting, I can lose weight, and my weight was still going up. Because when I finally started measuring myself, I started at 190, but when I actually, the heaviest I was 194. And I think once
Mm,
I started with you, I won the first intermittent, I think I lost maybe 4 pounds. And so when the first one we measured, it was like 190 even. And then we started going down from there. I'm like, but I felt stuffed in my skin. Like you could take a pen, and like somebody take a pen and poke me and let the air out. And I was
mm.
all swollen because I actually was vain enough. I thought, wait, to say, surely maybe my fibroids have come back, because I had fibroids, had those removed in my stomach. I said, maybe they came back because that's what's making my stomach fat. I spent $300 to prove that. I said, okay, no, you're just fat.
Oh, that is that is so
But I was like, surely these fibroids have grown back, because I know I'm doing the
that
right
has
stuff
to be
here.
the
I'm like,
fibroids. It
no, you're
cannot
just
be my
fat.
belly.
So that's when I started looking for you. I was like, okay, well, now we're going to have to do something else, because there are no fibroids. There's nothing else out of the ordinary in there that's making my tummy huge. Okay, so now we got to do
Gotta
something
make a
about it.
choice. So
And I've
that
always been one of those people who's like, okay, when I get to a certain size, like, okay, that's it. I'm not going anymore. I've got to
can't
find
go
a
any
solution.
further. Can't go any further. Well,
Not buying another size, just not doing it. So here we go.
I have to ask you, yeah, I know that feeling. Like, hey, this is a number I'm not going over. This is a size that I'm not getting bigger than. I know exactly that feeling. But I want to ask you, when you were doing intermittent fasting but still gaining weight, and then
Mhm.
that's around the time when you found Fit, Fine, and Fabulous, what made you decide to join? Like, because a lot of people encounter Fit, Fine, and Fabulous, but what was your reasoning for, like, what, I'm gonna sign up and do this and see what this is about? What made that click for you?
Um, I guess it was the fact that I didn't have to do it by myself, and
Mm,
you were talking to us every week, and we were accountable every week, and I got the book, and the writing down of things, and then the first week was the sleeping and the water, and that logic. You did something. You told me something that was logical, so that made sense. So that right there, that was like that clicked, because I'm a super logical person, at work with my job and everything that I do. So it's like, okay, this makes sense. This it's got to work. So I think this is the right thing, the right way to go. And I
oh,
haven't been disappointed. And I encourage everybody. I went home when I was home this weekend. I told my cousins, you guys need to look up Fit, Fine, and Fabulous. I'm telling you, it works. I lost almost 40 pounds. Look, how long did it take you? Doesn't matter.
thank you.
Doesn't matter how
Go ahead,
long it took
touch
me.
praise
Look,
for
I
that.
did it. However long it took me, I did it. It was
You
less than
did.
a year. So what else have you got to do? You're retired. You have time.
Yes, yes. It does not matter how long it takes, because What's the timetable? What's the rush? You need to just take the time to care for yourself
Right.
and watch your body release the weight, because it's so different. It's almost like asking me, well, what do your fingerprints look like? Well, my fingerprints are different than yours. Well, how fast does your hair grow every month? How many inches you get? You
Right.
know, how often do you go to the bathroom when you start drinking water? Like, everybody's body is gonna respond
Different. Yeah.
to things differently.
Mm,
So you asking me how long it took me means nothing for
right.
you. And that's why this whole process is so beautiful, because you end up really learning how you are made up. You get the information that's general to everybody, right? This is what you
Right.
should eat. This is how you should eat it. But how long it takes, how fast it takes, or even
Mm,
how much you lose or where you lose it, because that's another one. Am I gonna lose it here? It's like it's
yeah, it
all
doesn't go where you want it. Because I used to have a butt. That's the one thing I hate that it went away. I've got to find some exercises to make sure I get my butt back.
yeah, you got to get your booty back, girl. Well, I got to make
Gone.
that challenge. Grow your booty back, girl.
Yeah, we got to work on that.
I gotta grow that. I gotta get that one. But I can give you some tips about your booty right now if you want. Right. So to grow your booty back, what you need
Okay.
to do is increase your protein and then start lifting. Start lifting in your legs, because the
Okay.
only way that you can grow muscle is to increase protein and increase your calories. But
Okay.
a lot of people are afraid to increase calories, increase protein, because they're like, well, I'm gonna gain weight. You're going to gain weight in your butt. You're going to gain weight in the right places. You're going to gain muscle. And
Right.
that's why we should all be like weary and leery of just relying on the scale. We should
Right.
care more about our body fat percentage, and some people even track their BMI, all that. So let me ask you, do you track any of those things? Do you track your BMI or your body?
Yeah, I'm under 25. I got under 25. There's a thing on the app that says it even gives you the metabolic age. I
Yeah.
was at 65 when I started, and I'm 61. So now I'm at 62. So I'm
Ah,
almost where I'm supposed to be according to them.
are you on the Withings? Did you get the
No,
Withings?
I actually just bought one, but it has all this information comes up on my phone. It's
On your
called,
phone anyways. Yeah, no worries, no
but
worries.
I
That's
forget what it's called, but it has all this stuff, and my visceral, that's like 7. So
wow.
yeah,
That is amazing. That is
yeah.
amazing. So
And it started out much higher.
may, may I ask, what are your waist inches? Because that matters the most to me. Do you know?
30,
So,
30 inches in the
girl,
waist.
y'all hear this? Miss Phyllis has Graves' disease, which is a form of hyperthyroidism, right? That's what that is. Miss
Yeah.
Phyllis has MS. Miss Phyllis is 61. Miss Phyllis has a snatched waist. She has a 30-inch waist. Miss Thang about to be in her 20-inch girl at 61. So you have got to tell me. You already told me how you felt before you found Fit, Fine, and Fabulous. You said you felt so stuffed, like you could just, pick yourself with a pen and just release the weight or whatever. You just felt really tight in your own skin.
Yeah.
So my question for you now, if you could describe like how you feel now that you have gone through this process, now that you have found a partner that you love, now that you have, learned how to meal prep and appreciate the journey, because a lot of us cannot appreciate the journey. We get so upset about the ups and downs, but I read your posts and you're always so positive, even on the weeks that you're gaining. So if you can think about who you were before you started Fit, Fine, and Fabulous, and then think about who you are right now, like how would you compare these two women? Because I want to say you're completely a 30-inch waist is silly at 61 to me. So please share,
Well,
share.
the way I had gotten to out of, because I was smaller initially, because most people are, and then I had just gone all the way. The other person just wasn't me. So now I feel more like me because I've always been smaller. Because uh, most of my life, because for the most part, I've always been like, at least the largest I was like maybe a size 12. And then I started going into a 14, and then like, okay, this is like that was tight. And I'm like, okay, this is not me. So now
Oh,
I feel like me.
I
Because I
know.
know you said what when I went to visit my cousins, we were saying they probably were like, "Oh, you look at you, you're so skinny." Actually, they would have been surprised to see the person who was the 14. I looked more like myself when I saw them because they're used to me
Oh,
being the thinner person.
the thinner
So
person. So
yeah, so
they had.
now I'm more like what most people are used to, and I'm definitely more like what I like, what I'm
Uh,
happy with. Because
so
now I don't feel stuffed anymore. I feel happy in my skin and in my clothes.
I love that so much for
So I had
you.
to find my clothes out of the attic because I saved them.
You had to shop in your own closet. You're like, let me go find some stuff because I know I'm getting back into these things.
That's
Okay.
right. Yeah,
I love
definitely.
that. I love that for you. Now, you said that you had gotten up to a 14 and the 14 itself was getting tight. Can you
Yeah.
share with me what size are you now? I'm just curious.
Um, it depends on the brand. I'm either an 8 or a 10. Some sizes I wear an 8. Some I get a 10. It just sort of
From a
depends.
tight 14 to an 8 to a 10. I'll
Mhm.
take that. Do we have any ladies on
Yeah.
the call who are watching that would take that from that 14 to that 8? Oh, yes, honey. That is the transition a lot of us are trying to make that transition also. Or do you remember your initial waist inches? Like how many inches you had? It wasn't definitely not 30.
No. It was like I want to say 34, something like that. It's in the book.
Ooh, okay. Yeah. We can look at the
In the
books.
book, it's like 30. I want to say 34. I don't think it was more than 35 or 6, but it was like 34 or something like that. So,
Oh,
because a
wow.
lot of my inches came off my legs and my hips, my butt. So yeah, but
Yeah,
the
wow.
waist and yeah, because
'Cause
my hips are at 39.
oh, wow,
Mhm.
girl, you are really out here
Yeah,
doing it. Because, friend, you said that you lost 33 inches. So that's just inches all that
all
is
over.
that's just all over your
Yeah.
body. Before we go, because I know we're going to wrap it up, I just really enjoyed talking to you and learning about, your transition, your transformation. And I'm so grateful that you shared on today, especially today, because it's Woman Crush Wednesday. And you just going to be my crush today, because I'm just like so excited about your transformation. One, because you did it. And then two, because you keep doing it. You continue to make a choice to make your health a priority. That
Yeah.
you are not just doing it because you have Graves disease. You are
No.
not just doing it because you had MS. You are not just doing it because you want to look a certain way. You truly want it to be a healthier version of you. And
Yeah.
I'm just so blessed that you have found us and we were able to help watch that. So to watch you go from, I remember you posting, oh, I lost 4 pounds. Like I remember 4.
Mhm.
And so to see 34 and 37 and 40, and I'm like, what? Like this is the same woman, right? So people want to be able to just get things like that. I
No.
want to get my transformation like that. I want to get my transformation like, and that's
Mine
okay.
was slow.
Yeah, but
Every now and then I would have a 3 or 4 pound thing, but most of the time it was usually a pound at a time.
let's
But
just let
but that's okay.
we're
I
gonna
was
pause
okay with it.
right there,
I
and that's
never won any awards. I was never the one to lose most of anything, but I won what I wanted to win. I got it all, most of it all off, and I'm
amen.
happy.
And, a lot of the people who win the weekly don't win the long run because they get used to the weekly and then get mad at themselves and quit, you know?
Uh-uh.
And so
Nope.
because you were
One
able
at a time.
go with the ebb and the flow. I love your theme, guys. If you're watching the theme for tonight with Miss Phyllis, of course, she's at Woman Crush Wednesday, right? But also, it is 1 pound at a time, 1 inch at a time, and that is. And I need to correct you, my friend Phyllis. It is not slow. That is normal. That is
Okay,
like
normal.
weight
Well,
loss.
most people think it's slow. I know it wasn't slow, but that's why I was happy with it because it was
No.
working like it was supposed to work.
Yeah, they think that's slow, but we need to know that 1 pound a week, 1 inch a week is amazing work. If you can do that consistently for 12 weeks, you have lost 12 pounds and 12 inches in 3 months. Like that's a lot. That
Yeah.
is a lot of weight to release in that time. But we're so the longer you take to lose the weight, I believe the longer it stays, I just hit myself in the face with this thing, but the longer it stays on your body. Why? Because if you're losing it slow, one, your body is adjusting with you, and it's not just having the stress of losing, because losing a lot of weight all at once is stressful for your body to understand what's going on. But if it's doing it slow, right, it's understanding it with you. That's one thing. And then two, if you're doing it slow and you're doing it over a long period of time, your body begins to trust you, and it will release the weight as it begins to trust you. It's like, oh, this is what we're doing. I will begin to work with her. A lot of us have our bodies that are working against us. We are working against our bodies, and our bodies are working against us. We won't accept that this is how I lose weight. And what I think that you've mastered is really understanding this is my body, and this is how it's losing. And I am okay with it. I accept that I lose a half a pound, zero. As long as I'm not gaining, I'm doing the right thing. And even when I
If I
am
gain,
gaining, yeah,
I know what to do to like, oh, that didn't work. Let's try something else. And
that's all. Not
it's only a pound.
can
Step
we
the other way.
can we
It was
say
only a week. Yeah.
yes? Yes, can we say that again? Like, hey, it was only a pound. It was only a week. My favorite thing that you just said was, let's just try something else. Huh?
Oh yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
just try. Oh, that didn't work. Let's try
Yeah.
something else. That should be all of our mindsets, all of our
Yeah.
attitudes, because that mindset is the reason a lot of us fail, is because we are not able to accept the fact that our bodies are not meant to move on your dime, to move on your schedule. Who said that you lose a pound every week on a dime like that? Who said that? You are learning how your body releases weight. Maybe it's every 7 to 10 days. Maybe it's every 10 to 12 days. Who knows what your cycle is? And many of us will never know what our weight loss cycle is because we're never consistent enough to even see it. Because by the time your body's ready to lose weight, it's probably right about to lose it, and your butt quit. You
Mm,
quit. So we're not here. Okay? We're
okay.
not here for that. No, ma'am, no, sir. We are here for the consistency. So
One of my favorite meals is sweet potatoes and the beef stew. But if
ooh,
I eat that like the whole week, I
yes.
always gain a pound. I can't do the beef,
Because
but I
red
love it.
potatoes. Yes, red meat potatoes. So red meat potatoes are meant for once or twice a week, not a everyday,
Yeah,
right? Because
yeah.
and
I
it's not
figured it out.
it's not that it's fattening, completely fattening. It's
Right,
more that it takes longer to move down your digestive tract.
right,
Red meat and potatoes takes longer than all the other lighter things.
right.
So yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna be a
But
pound.
I figured that out. So it's like, okay, when I eat this, I can't eat it every day, every day during the week. I have to kind of mix it up. So that's one of those things that's in the freezer that I can pull like
Oh
once
yeah,
a week.
gotta mix it up. I love that. You have a strategy. You figured out
Oh
what
yeah,
works for
yeah.
you. Use the
And I'm
you
like you with the rice. I can't do a lot that much with that because that doesn't sit well with me. So I
It
don't do
doesn't
that
sit
one.
well with
So yeah,
me. Well, I do. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. But I do have to run. But I
okay,
have one last question because I have
sure,
another call I have to hop on. But I love talking
yeah,
to you so much.
yes,
I
it's been good.
do have one last question. If you heard of someone who was interested in joining the Fine and Fabulous, but they were kind of on the fence, they were like, I don't know. Like, what would you tell that person?
Um, it's really it works. It works. It's 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 logical. It makes sense, and it's very educational. And once you learn and get the education, you're empowered, and you can do it for yourself, and you are not alone, and you have help. And it's a great program. I really appreciate getting to know you and knowing you and what you are doing for other women, all of us. It's a great thing. And if anybody's hesitant, don't be, because you may not do it right away, but if you don't give up, that's the main thing. And that's what it also teaches you, that even if you fail, give yourself grace, because nobody's perfect. Just don't give up and keep being consistent. Even if it takes a year, just keep being consistent. Don't ever give up. And it
Mm,
works. It really works. Try
thank
it. I promise.
Well, I am
Oh,
so happy that God put you in our path and put us in your path, and that we were able
yes.
to meet you at a time where you were ready to make the change, because that's really all this is about, is the opportunity and your desire to change, because the system we have absolutely unequivocally works
Yes,
time
it
after time again. We've been doing this for more than a decade. You know,
right.
it's not a secret how
Right.
we how we help Black and brown women to snatch their waist, unbig their backs, and get back on track with their health so they can love the woman that they see in the mirror. And I was so happy to be able to help you. And I wanted you to be on live specifically because you have multiple sclerosis and Graves' disease, because a lot of people use what they have as their limitation, but they
Yes.
don't have to, right? Because you're a
Mm.
shining example of that. And so thank you for spending some time with me today to share with the audience, the divas who are watching, to let them know that it is possible. You can do it. No matter if you have a disease, like you have two big ones, no matter if you are older, you are 61 and lost
Yes.
almost 40 pounds and 33 inches. Y'all have no excuses. So any excuses, like, roll off my back, because I'd be like, girl, look at Phyllis Jackson. She did it, and she's just like us, and so can you.
That's right.
Thank you, Miss Phyllis. I appreciate you so
Thank
much
you.
for
Thank
sharing
you.
tonight. Thank you for being a sister to others in the group as well, because I've learned that you're not a selfish loser. You lose and you come back and you give to your partner and you give to other women by commenting on their posts, and you are staying in the community, right? You've lost almost 40 pounds, but you're still with us. And I'm so
Yes.
grateful for your presence, because you have gone through the process and you're able to offer advice and guidance to others who may need them as they are starting their own journey. We have some new ladies who are coming in, and they are going to love to watch this video of you telling how you came in feeling stuffed like a pin, and now you feel, like more like yourself. And I have to say, last thing before we go, because I really got to go. I'm sorry, Water Divas. I'm still on a call with my girl. I'm going to start Water Chalice too. But I have to say, when you said I feel more like myself, I thought of your all jean picture, right? Because I'm acting like I know you, and
Oh yeah, yeah,
we ain't never met, but I know your outfits. Okay, you submitted that all
yeah.
jean
That was my birthday.
for your birthday.
That was my
Okay,
jumpsuit I wore for my birthday. It was a size 12, so actually it was too big.
that's too bad. Okay, but you know what I said when I saw that? I said this woman is a diva. Because the way you had it on and your little pose, I said, okay. So when you said you feel more like yourself,
More like
all I
myself.
heard was, I feel more like the diva I always was. I
There you go. Ding,
said,
ding, 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 ding. That's right. That's
yes,
right.
yes. That's my girl, Miss Phyllis. Love talking with you. Girl, I could talk to you all night if you can't tell. We can sit here just chit chat. But I
Yeah.
love our conversation. I probably said that 20 times.
Yes.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much for this call tonight. And I really do hope it inspired some lady who was watching it tonight. And if it did, if you're watching this, if it's a replay, do hashtag replay. Let us know in the chat that you enjoyed Phyllis's conversation. If you are interested in joining Fit, Fun, and Fabulous, head on over to www.fitfinefabulous.com, and that's fine with a Y, right? Fitfinefabulous.com/membership. Join our sisterhood, because we're at open enrollment right now. We're looking for some new divas to join in, and myself and Phyllis and many others are here with our arms wide open to help more Black and brown women who are ready to get their first 10, 20, 30, 40 pounds off. So let's do this in 2024, ladies. Thank
Yes.
you again, Phyllis, and you have a great night.
All right. Bye.
Bye.